Hey guys, Jordan from Wheeling, BC. It's been a while, and I apologize for that. We've had a lot going on. Ended up having a litter of puppies, and I got bored of the Sonoma. I still got it. It is up for sale right now. As you can tell, I'm not sitting in it. I did buy another vehicle. So, this is a Chevy Tracker. It's a 2004 ZR2. So apparently I've got a thing for the ZR2, the rare models. Chevy Tracker 04, so it's based off of, or based with, the Suzuki Grand Vitara XL7s and Viteras. So this one has the 2.5 V6. It's 488 gears. This one is automatic. It does have the shift on the fly. Being an 04, it does have the old style dashboard still, which is kind of cool. They changed it in 03 and 04, I believe, depending on XL7s and Suzuki Grand Vitara. Now, the Chevy Tracker, I guess, stayed with the old dash. So I'll give you guys a quick shot of that here. So yeah, this is the old style dashboard. I got the factory radio in there. Shift on the fly 4-wheel drive. Sweet little gauge cluster. That's not a very common one, obviously. I haven't seen any like this before. Usually they're just straight black. But I did notice on the way home with the ZR2, so very clean interior. But if you look at the pattern, it's actually got a Chevy logo in the seat. So the Chevy logo's emboarded into the seats on the full interior. You can see it back there. I have not set up the radio. I still got the pod lights. So I got a lot to do with this little tracker. I've so far done the belt cover gaskets. I just picked it up, oh geez, 3 or 4 days ago now. It does have a rear end howl. We're going to look into the fluid, see how it is. We know a bit about these in our house. My wife's got the lifted XL7 that you guys have probably seen on this page once or twice in a couple of videos and some shorts. That one is a 03 XL7 Grand Vitara, and there's a story behind that one. We used to part these out. So we had a gentleman reach out to us looking for interior pieces out in Whistler, and ended up he decided to not buy the parts off us. It was just the travel time, the time of having the vehicle down, just didn't have motivation to do it. Offered us the car for $500 delivered from Whistler to the Fraser Valley. And that day came. He messaged me and said, hey, the car's not starting. Bring your own wheels and tires. You haul it, you can have it. Well, let me tell you, at that point we probably already had 5 in our driveway, and 2 we were parting out at that time. So we're like, sure, why not? We'll go get plates, insure it, bring a set of rims with us, throw on some new tires. We got there, we wiggled the battery terminal, and we drove it home. And the reason we got it for free and why he was replacing it was a bear got into the vehicle and it destroyed the interior. It actually, you can see the claw marks or the bite marks on the dashboard still. So that was kind of cool. So we completely redid that one. It's now lifted, 2-inch body, 2-inch suspension. My wife decided, hey, I'm bored. So her and her dad, on time off from work and everything, we had the parts, majority, minus the drive shaft. Let me tell you, try to find a drive shaft for a standard XL7 nowadays. So we ended up buying another car just for the drive shaft, long story short. So they ended up swapping it from auto to standard. So it is now, what we can find, one of the only 03 standard swapped XL7s. Now, that being said, there's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't do it, but for her, she enjoys it. And to find a standard Suzuki is really hard. So we did that. We built a 4-door Grand Vitara as well with the 2.5, and had timing chain slap. So we did the 2.7 swap in there, and your motor and tranny options, you can get your automatics, your standards. I believe it's a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder, a 2 liter after, I believe it's 2000 up. From the 2 liter you can get, that's a 4-cylinder. You can go to your V6 2.5, and then your 2.7 that's in the XL7 Grand Vitara. So in that one we did a body lift as well as we did on hers. We also did a junkyard lift. We used a couple parts from Turkey, but it was majority junkyard for that one. My brother-in-law's got a platinum Grand Vitara. We got a 2-door that's lifted, body suspension. Again, it went from a 2 liter auto, sorry, I lied, a 2 liter 5-speed. And my father-in-law went and changed it all up. He bought an XL7, did the whole wiring harness swap, went 2.7, and made it auto instead of standard. So that's his little 2-door that he built for hunting. I've previously had a, what year was that one? 02 Chevy Tracker with the 2 liter, or 2-point slow, as a lot of people call it. And that had a 2-inch body and a 2 to 3 inch suspension lift. Again, it was not a junkyard lift, but it was a spacer lift. And then I swapped out the coils for a ZR2 V6 Tracker coil springs, which are a little bit different, because the Tracker ZR2 versus a non-ZR2, you gain an inch of ground clearance. So you go from 7 inches to 8 inches. Ooh, right? So that did bring me up a bit more. I'll insert a picture here with the green one, the 2-door, and mine. The green one was just a project, so it's not finished yet. The 2-door has been lifted more since that photo, and mine, that's how it sat until the day I sold it. Sold that to get my wife's new car that she needed, was a bit bigger. I like the platform. I like to go off-road, and I feel I can use this more. I can camp in it, you can drive it daily, you can tow with it still. Not a lot, you get a little trailer, and you can do enough. They're easy to work on, they're cheap to fix, and they are out there. And we have enough knowledge on them where we can do enough stuff, it will be a fun vehicle. I'll show you guys the outside quick. So yeah, this is it, the 2004 ZR2 Tracker I picked up. It's got brand new tires. Where's the size here? Stock tire size, 215 75 15. It's got no rust. The Tracker roof bars on it. So ZR2, you get the body trim here. So that is a ZR2 body trim. Grand Vitaras have it, but they stick out more. And I don't know if you can see underneath there, you can kind of see the skid plate right here. ZR2 Trackers have skid plates, whereas the V6 Vitaras do not. So it makes it definitely a unique vehicle. I love those seats. They're not massive, but you got a lot of headroom in this. And you got your rear cargo. And I like these door panels. They're vinyl, whereas you get a lot of cloth. And the cloth ones are great, but they're hard to keep clean. This one does have the window visors on it, which is a nice little touch. I like them until I'm gonna rip them off on in the back in the bush, right? So I am planning a body lift, a steel winch bumper, and some form of suspension lift. All of the lights work on this, and the gauge cluster, I have already changed out the bulbs because they were half burnt out, so they're all blue, but this pattern on the back of the cluster is different. There we go. See how it's like dotted there. Normally they match the housing, there's just a black backing on it. Trackers also come with map lights in the mirror. I just did red LED because they were burnt out and that's all I had. But yeah, it's a clean little truck or SUV. So I will be moving on from the Sonoma content, and I'll be doing the Suzuki tracker content now. Like I said, there's so many ideas I have in my head for this. I'll drop pictures of what I've had in the past. I'll do little snippets of what I got out of other vehicles for photos. But the lift kit I'm looking at, if I can make it all work, I have to sell the truck first. It's not a $200 lift kit. It is overseas and no one out here has it that I can find. I found one person that has it out in the States and they do recommend it. I've been talking to them on Facebook. So that being said, it's going to be an interesting project. It's not going to get done tomorrow. But like I said, I still got her sitting right here right now. Does have a for sale sign in the window. So we got the 2-door, the green 4-door that we built. My wife's with the bumper on it. And my brother-in-law's right there. So yeah, it's going to be an adventure, and I'll keep you guys along with the ride. And I'll start giving you guys content on this. I apologize, I did disappear there for a while. Like I said, we had a lot going on. But hey, I hope you guys stay with me and enjoy the new adventure.